Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and keeping with the theme of building lots of drag cars lately, we are going to dive into the maybe difficult, maybe not so difficult project of doing a Mosler MT900S drag car. Now, this car is a absolute monster in every conceivable way, and what we are going to be able to do to this is, hopefully going to turn it into a drag monster. I don't know if it will or not, but the first thing we're going to do is boost it by way of a twin turbo setup. We can swap a 7.2 V8 or a racing V12 in here or something, but, you know, I mean, like, we could do that, but I wonder if, oh man, now the racing V12 is actually really good on weight. It's really good for our weight. Oh man. The 6.5 is not. Now, if we do the racing V12, we can boost the racing V12, which it might actually still allow us to stay somewhat okay on our weight, which let's see if it'll let us do that. Now, normally I'm not a massive fan of these whole like V12 swap cars, but if we're going for something like this, I feel like we may as well go crazy, and that's what we're doing with it. So that's right at like 1,200 horsepower and around 2,500 pounds. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fast, no doubt. But let's see. Now, the racing V12 is going to weigh more. Of 100%, it's going to weigh more. But let's see. Right now, we weigh 2439. This is going to start us at 2639, which let's try that just to see what it's like. Let's try that because I know we can make stupid power out of it. Absolutely stupid power. I don't remember what the exact power figure is for this, but I know it's going to be something like nasty through the roof. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're dealing with 1,515 horsepower and 1,101 foot-pounds of torque. Now, 2,700 pounds, maybe a little heavier than our previous setup, but it's not a lot. I mean, this literally weighs, this makes 1,500 horsepower and weighs the same as, like, a Subaru BRZ. I mean, that's about as crazy as you can get. And we hadn't done the weight reduction yet. So now after doing the weight reduction, we're back down to 2,506 pounds. That is absolutely nuts and ridiculous, and I don't know if I've ever encountered a car that can actually do what we're doing with this thing right now. I mean, it's absolutely bonkers, mind-blowing stuff, and I'm hoping that it all translates to a ridiculous launch and insane speed. So, with that being said, we're throwing drag tires on it. We're leaving the front stock, bringing the rear to a 355, and I'm debating on whether or not I should go with those bead locks because it does look a little weird being that these wheels are kind of large from factory, so I might not do those bead locks just because they kind of, like I said, they kind of look a little bit weird when they're that big. Now, we could do, the thing is, it's got Dimag 9 spokes on it right now, which are very, very light. They're light to the point where, like, look, you know what's actually kind of funny is I believe that the stock wheels that it comes with are actually already in the game. Okay, so these aren't the wheels that it comes with, but the TSW Trackstar 4s are literally the lightest wheels in the game. I mean, they're some of the lightest wheels in the game, and they don't reduce any weight, literally at all. And neither do the TE37s. So you know what? You know what? TE37s are going to be a thing. And by the way, this thing is literally 10s across the board. It's literally just straight up 10s across the board. That is freaking crazy. So let's go ahead and, oh, God, that looks good. That looks so mean. Oh, my God, that looks so amazing. Holy crap. Yes, we're going to install that. Are you kidding me? That's so crazy that I don't know if I've ever even built a vehicle that I'm this excited about before. And I know I get fairly excited in my videos, and you know what? I'm still just as excited as ever to freaking run this thing. So we're going to run about 17 PSI in the back, and it says 0 to 60 is going to be like 2.1 seconds. I beg to differ, but we'll mess with the gearing once we get out to the highway. Dialing out that camber because we don't really need it. I mean, we can leave it in the front to some degree, but again, we don't really need it. Sway bars are going soft. And once that is all done and dialed in, we should have a pretty good basis to start our build from. Now, it says our top speed is going to be 274 freaking miles an hour. It's nuts. So let's drop this down. And let's see. Now, it actually says my 0 to 60 time will be slower by like a 1/10 of a second. So I don't know. We'll mess with that in a little while. Now, the springs are going to be soft in the rear so we can really get that power down to the ground, and we can kind of let it help absorb a little bit of that. Same again with the rear. We're dialing that back. Remember, this does not have to handle. This car does not have to handle. If it had to handle, this setup would be completely freaking different. So we're going to go ahead and apply it. And remember, this is still rear-wheel drive. We are not doing an all-wheel drive swap on this car. I want this to be true to the real thing and make it rear-wheel drive and just try to get the nastiest hooking street car Mosler MT900S that I possibly can. So with that being said, it looks like there's people in our launch spot, but it's okay. We can I suppose we can play well with others, maybe. So once we get fast traveled over here, hopefully it's not raining, because if it's raining, that will kind of put a damper on things, but such is life in Forza sometimes when it rains. Are we going to travel? Bruh, come on. Are we, like, we're literally this close. I think, at least. We better be close. Okay, there we go. Wow, that took a minute. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's not a first gear launch car, that's for sure. Second gear launch maybe, and go. Nope. Let's try third. Slip the clutch a lot. Like a hell of a lot. So our launch is going to have to be somewhere in second gear. And I don't know if it's going to be okay with that or not. It might not be. Let's see. Let's start with like a 0.78. Let's start with a 0.78 and see if it spins. It probably will, but... spins a lot still. I mean, when it hooks, it freaking goes, but it... yeah, for now, it still spins a bunch. Let's keep dialing in that second gear. So... oh, wait. Okay, so I said second gear. Boy. All right. 1.68. Let's try 1.68. Wow, that was, I mean, it got out of the hole, that's for sure. Although it did slip the clutch, which I don't want it to do. I really don't want this thing to just slip the clutch like mad. Wow, okay. So that was a boosted launch at like 7,000 RPM, and it still hooked, and it literally just like, it literally just died out. 0.71. Try this again. All right, here we go. That change from second to third is quick. Violent, too. That is crazy. Although I'm still, like, it still slips too much. Like, well, if we try it again... it just either bogs out if you try to launch high, or it slips. So we've still got a little bit more gearing tuning to work out. Now, 1.74 now. I'm going to go up slowly and incrementally. And as long as I do it slowly and incrementally, I think we'll probably have something good in the works here. And go. Oh, yes! That was just about perfect, because if you saw... it spun just a teeny tiny little bit, but man, right there where it spun, See, there it spun a little more. Would have been wise to pedal it. That was just about perfect. Just about, but I'm not completely and totally satisfied with it yet. And I'm trying to figure out whether it's a gearing decision or a decision on what RPM to launch it at. Now, I do want to check out the telemetry real quick and see what we're boosting at. Good God, it's like 30-something pounds. Wow. That's 5,100 RPM, 32 pounds of boost. 3, 2, 1, launch. Gets out of the hole cleanly, although I would love for it to do like just a tiny chirp at the tires so I know that there's no more slip left in that clutch. You know what I mean? I want it to just dead hook and go. Yeah, that's too much. Way too much. That's too much. That was 8,500 RPM. That would have blown the tires all the way off. Yep. I don't know if you guys heard the little tire chirp, but like right at 5,300 RPM might be that magic number. Might be that magic number that we need to get this thing off the line exactly the way we want it. Too much. 5,700, that's a little high, but we'll see what happens. And go. Okay, so if you launch it at 5,300, it doesn't spin, but if you launch it at 5,700, it does. Wow, that's not very far apart. All right, let's see if we can get this dialed in exactly where we want it. All right, 5,300 again, and go. It seems to be that 5,300 is kind of the magic number. I mean, it seems like it'll be willing to go without spinning, but I've also proven that it will consistently spin if we give it a boosted launch at 5,700. So one more time. Wow, okay, that was 5,700 RPM, and it didn't even chirp. That was weird. I wonder what happens if we do it just no boost. I mean, it'll get away cleanly, but it's not going to be as quick. See? It's not going to be as quick as doing a boosted launch. So, I think that this car is maybe not necessarily the best from a dig, but if you race somebody from a roll, they've got they're gonna have a lot on their hands. If you race somebody from a roll in one of these, they're gonna have a lot on your hands, or on their hands, I should say. So if you guys enjoyed this build and tune, then don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.